Hello everyone, I am your English teacher from Silverbell CBSE school and today we are going to start our poem Chivi of class 7 of English subject. Now, the poem Chivi is a catalogue of various do's and don'ts. That means ye karo, mat karo, that the grown-ups dictate to young children. The adults constantly give a list of instructions to the children about how to sit, how to talk, how to eat, and so on. So, the poem, however, indicates a passage of time when the young child has grown up and is incapable of taking a decision on his own. The same adults then chide the grown up child for not being able to think independently. So, you can see, ask yourself as well as your partner, do you like to be always told what to do or not to do? क्या आपको always ये पसंद आएगा कोई आपको ये कहे ये करो ये मत करो? Do grown-ups do this in your experience? When Mikhail was 5 years old, his mother took him to a nearby school for admission. The teacher asked, "What does your mother call you at home, child?" Mikhail don't, came the confident reply. So, the poem presents the contradictory behavior of the parents and other elders who reprimand for wrongdoings. They often talk about don't and expect children to be positive and optimistic. However, the norms of the society to make civilized and cultured individuals often restrict the natural tendencies of the children. The aim of the poet is not to preach but to check the rude behavior of adults. The poet discusses the contrasting expectation and reality parents and other adults constantly nag about everything a child does. They talk of free and expression but put conditions before it. For them, talking with youthful is a bad manner. They don't want the children to stare at point or pick their nose, as these are not considered as bad manners. They behave as dictators. They decide how to sit, shut the door behind, not to drag feet, not to put hands and the pocket, not to eat, not to interrupt, and to take off elbows from the table. So they want a child to exhibit pleasing gestures like saying please, thank you, and practice sophisticated behaviors. The poem indicates of time when the young child has grown up but incapable of taking the decision on his own. Then the same adult expects from the child to take an independent decision. So look at the first stanza, here I am reading it. Grown-ups says things like speak up, don't talk with your mouth full, don't stare, don't point, don't pick your nose. Here the poem opens with a long list of instructions. In all likelihood, these instructions are being issued by the adults to their young ones. Speak up, don't talk while your mouth is full of food, and so on are just a few examples. Stanza 2, sit up. Say please, less noise, shut the door behind you. Don't drag your feet. Haven't you got a hanky? Take your hands out of your pockets. So, in the second stanza of the poem, it continues with yet another set of instructions. Each and every activity of the young child is administered and put under the surveillance of the grown-ups. Stanza 3. Pull your socks up. Stand up straight. Say thank you. Don't interrupt. No one thinks you are funny. Take your elbows off the table. Can't you make your own mind up about anything? So, the final couplet of the poem shows that perhaps the young child has grown up. However, the adults around him continue to reprimand him, but this time for a different reason. The child is unable to decide anything for himself. He is not certain about anything. It's quite ironical as the entire childhood of this child was spent blindly following the instructions. So, here our poem is completed. Read and revise it once again. Thank you.